We're back for another week of the Flags and Whistles podcast. I'm your host, one of the hosts. I'm not the host. It's me and Elias.
Co-host.
It's also who?
It's Elias Stoll-Aleman. And we're back this week with a different kind of format for you guys. We wanted to switch it up from our usual. And instead, we asked our viewers, our fans and followers on Instagram yesterday to send us some hot takes.
So, before we get into that, if you're not already following and you want to be on the next, like we did one of those like things on Instagram where you can like click and type your little thing in the thing. You know, if you want to do that, make sure you're following us.
Please follow us
at Flags and Whistles Pod.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, we got 5 or 6 hot takes to go over here, all sent in by friends of ours, followers of ours, and let's get right into them.
Let's do it.
I say we start with football, we leave soccer last.
Okay.
Follow the usual flow. Carson, open us up with the first one.
All right. This one coming by the fellow former guest of the Flags and Whistles podcast, Kieran Murray said, Jordan Love isn't that guy. The Packers aren't going to the next level.
And I'm going to let you respond first, and then at the end we'll decide if it's hot or not.
Oh, hot or not. Did we just coin the name of this freaking podcast?
Yeah, I think we did. Not? Hot or
Bang.
not.
Just like that.
Did it.
I'm going to say, actually, that is not hot because I think when you look at the history of the Packers, you've got it's been very simple. Their quarterback history is very simple. Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love. Mm-hmm. Very simple. The difference between Jordan Love and Brett Favre / Aaron Rodgers is their first 5 years of their career. Jordan Love has not performed to the standard that Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre did. Additionally, the Packers like to randomly lose games that they shouldn't lose and randomly win games that they should win.
Yeah.
Or that they should lose. So I think that's a valid take, Kieran. I wish your take was a little more hot than that.
Yeah.
Because I know you have some good takes.
I'm gonna double down on the not, and I'm gonna agree with Carson. The Packers are currently 3rd in the NFC North with a record of 5-3-1, and I agree. When you look at the Packers quarterback history, you have two future Hall of Famers, and then you have Jordan Love. Jordan Love is, let's see, he is currently 27 years old, so entering the prime of his career, and obviously having sat behind Aaron Rodgers his first couple of years, you'd think that he would have picked up the kind of, I don't know, him mentality, the mentality of elite quarterbacks where you can go out and win the game for your team. I mean, it's the most important position in football, and I don't think he's shown that kind of like game-winning attitude, mentality, ability.
I mean,
especially not this year.
Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion, is like the GOAT of Hail Marys.
The GOAT of like 2-minute drives, like game-winning drives.
GOAT of 2-minute drives. And you look at how the Packers lose. They lose to the Eagles by 3 points. They lose to the Panthers by 3 points. I must keep scrolling up here. They beat the Bengals. They lose the Browns by 3 points. They tie the Cowboys. Remember that game a couple weeks ago? Crazy.
The 40-year.
Tie the Cowboys. Okay, so that's it. All of their losses literally come off of 3 points.
Yeah.
If you, Aaron Rodgers wins those games. Prime Packers, Aaron Rodgers wins those games, in my opinion.
And the elite quarterbacks of this league also win those games if they were on the Packers.
True.
Now, you do have the thing where, like, Tucker Kraft went down and their wide receiver weapons are inconsistent and young. So you have that weapon, but, like, there was a time when Aaron Jones was throwing balls to absolute nobodies, and they were still clicking, they were working. So Kieran Murray as our first guy here, I'm gonna go not, and
we agree.
We agree.
Not.
Not.
What's the next one, Elias?
Let's go. Another friend of ours and another Keene State Athletics.
Everyone on this is our friend.
Everyone's our friend, but he's the only Keene State Athletics voice on here as well. Teddy Steinberg. Shout out Teddy. His take is the Patriots are winning the Super Bowl and Drake May will be the Super Bowl MVP.
Well,
Carson?
I got to go first last time.
Okay,
You go first.
I'll go. And I'm going to go something crazy here. I'm going to go not. I think that the Patriots right now are 8-2. They have the best record in the entire NFL, and on top of their division as well. And Drake May is firmly in the MVP conversation right now. Is he the front runner? No, but
Wrong.
he is the front runner.
On the betting websites, he's tied with Matthew Stafford
Okay,
for best odds.
I was going to go Stafford, but all right. So he is.
He is. So
He
it's
is.
not that hot of a take. And I'm going to go ahead and agree. Now, the Drake May portion, I say, very valid take. I wouldn't go as far as the Patriots winning the Super Bowl valid take, because especially when you look at, like, you can look at the Patriots in the AFC, probably the best team in the AFC. You look at them in the NFL, there's NFC teams that are, in my opinion, way better. The NFC is scary,
Yeah.
bro. They are, that side of the league is scary. There's teams that are oddly good, and they are like in third place.
Yeah.
Lions, Rams, I could go on and on.
Eagles.
Seahawks,
Yeah.
all like big teams. Eagles, right?
Bucks. I mean, they're not.
Okay, so we just named 5 teams,
Yeah.
and I think at least 4 of the 5 teams are better than the Patriots.
Yeah. I'm going to stick with my take of that being a not hot take, but I agree with Carson that there are teams in the NFC that are going to give them a run for their money.
Yeah.
And I think the Patriots still are young. They're at a level of inexperience where if they come up against one of those teams that's kind of been there and done it, say an Eagles, a Lions, even though they haven't done it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that if they make it to the Super Bowl, my hot take is they will not win it.
I agree. They will not win it if they make it there.
All right. But if they do, Teddy, and you're right, then you can come on here and gloat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's Teddy's admission into being in the podcast.
Yeah.
Teddy,
Just
remember this moment.
remember this moment.
And we're not going to let you on the podcast now until you're correct on this take.
There you go. Boom.
I'm going to be hearing from him next week about that too. But, yeah, valid take, fairly. I'd say 50% valid.
So we're 2 knots right now.
I'd say 1.5.
1.5 knots.
1.5 knots.
Okay.
Tucker Nightingale says, the Bills' Super Bowl window has closed. First of all, Tucker, was it ever open?
Was it ever open? We keep going through this with the Bills where it's like, this is our year, this is our year, this is our year. And it has never been their year. And so I agree. I think it's not a hot take. And the Bills Super Bowl window, I would say if they don't win this year, which things are looking improbable, then yeah, it's closed. It's closed for a while. Josh Allen is a franchise quarterback, but he's also a guy that wants to win. And he'll want to win a Super Bowl. And if free agency comes around or a good package comes around for the Bills, I don't know if Josh Allen is there his entire career.
I think a week and a half ago, we have this conversation. I say the Super Bowl window was open. But you saw the performance they had against the Dolphins. That is the worst game for you to play bad in.
Yeah.
Like you play bad in any other game, nobody going to think twice about it. You lose to the Dolphins, and then Mike McDaniel pulls up to your bar after the game.
Starts chirping you.
And starts chirping. They're finished.
They're finished.
They're finished.
I mean, the Dolphins are 3-7. And for a Bills team that is fighting for that top spot in the AFC East with the Patriots, I mean,
after getting a big win over the Chiefs
after
the week
getting
before.
a big, you can't lose that game.
Can't be doing it.
You can't.
And that's just the reality of what I think their team embodies.
Mm-hmm.
They'll show up in games that 50% matter, and then when they need to win, in the game that's very winnable, they don't win.
Yeah.
And that's been their last 6-7 years.
Yeah. Nice. Way to get that in there.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But yeah, the 50-50 games where the Bills kind of thrive in those pressure environments against other contending teams, great. If you are a Super Bowl winning team, if you are a Super Bowl contending team, the losses to the 3-7 Dolphins are unacceptable and are kind of like a symptom of not good things.
I agree.
Of not Super Bowl winning teams. So Tucker, I'm gonna go not.
Also, Dalton Kincaid got hurt.
Mm,
I don't know what his status is right now. That's a huge loss for the Bills.
yeah, they rely heavily on those tight ends.
Oh, yeah.
Dawson Knox is also
Knox
good,
is good.
Yeah.
But it's like, I feel like what makes both of them good is having them both on the field.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, we'll shoot it down to Elijah Ryan,
Elijah Ryan.
who is coming for Carson, I think, particularly in this one.
100%
So I'll
coming
let
for
I'll let Carson answer first. But the take is that Patrick Mahomes is not a top 5 quarterback in the NFL this year. Carson.
I'm glad that he included the word this and the other word year.
Yeah.
Because that makes this. I still think it's a hot take. I'm going to go this as being my first hot take.
All right.
And I hope it's not. And people are going to be, oh, you're so biased. Come on. But I can get behind it a little bit with it being this year. But, like, still, you look at what Mahomes has done. I see it's so hard to digest this because I'm going to try to go and talk about the other years. Let's break this down between the two of us here.
Okay.
Are we talking skill or are we talking performance?
I think we have to talk performance because if we talk skill, the door is open for a lot of people that realistically wouldn't be in that conversation.
Because I think skill-wise, Mahomes is like top 2.
Top 2, yeah.
Performance-wise, well, the thing is Mahomes hasn't been having bad performances. It's really like unlucky, in my opinion. That's where the Chiefs are losing, is just unlucky moments.
Yeah.
And Mahomes, like, he's had a couple stupid interceptions, but also a couple interceptions that weren't him, that were going off the hands of receivers. Also, like, prior to Rashee Rice coming back, he had nobody to throw to. I think that the Chiefs' losses shouldn't be because of Mahomes, because we also have no run game either.
And the defense.
Well, the defense is actually not bad, but
there's been games where it's been the defense that has lost them the game.
So I'm going to say that's a hot take. I still put him top 5. I wouldn't put him top 2, but I put him top 5 just because I don't think that the Chiefs' lack of success this season is a direct correlation of Mahomes.
Fair. And I'm going to go as well. I think that's a hot take. I think that Patrick Mahomes, if you look at just statistics, he's ranked currently in the NFL as the 5th best quarterback. He's rocking 17 touchdown passes and 5 interceptions, which is not dissimilar from, let's say, Daniel Jones, who right now has the most pass yards, the most yards per attempt, second to Drake May. But he has thrown 15 TDs and 7 interceptions.
I mean, this conversation just opens a door for so many more
a lot of things. And I think part of the Patrick Mahomes conversation is, the Chiefs are underachieving and other teams are overachieving, like Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. And like Matthew Stafford and the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Stafford's playing out of his mind. But I do firmly think that Patrick Mahomes should be in the top 5. I think it's very hard to take him out of the top 5 because when you just look at consistency, you look at the product on the field, Patrick Mahomes he's been that guy, and it's not like he's fallen off. He's just had a different set of challenges to deal with this year.
I agree. I 100% agree. So I think it's going to go down as our hot take. Also,
First hot take.
Same thing. FanDuel puts him at number 4. DraftKings puts him at number 4.
Yeah. So, sorry, Ja Flicks. For those of you that are not following Ja Flicks on Instagram,
you're welcome, Ja.
You're welcome. But that's a hot take, Ja, and it's not clownable, but it's hot.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's clownable, but I know it's rage bait too. So,
all right, now let's go to the next one. This one comes from James Birmingham, a friend of mine from Vermont, currently at Providence College. He says, big Broncos fan, Bo Nix is a good enough quarterback to lead the Broncos to the Super Bowl. Hot. You don't think so?
Here's my thought process. Is he a good enough quarterback to lead the Broncos there? Yes. Will the Broncos get there? No. Is that fair?
That's fair because I think
his talent is good enough to get a team to the Super Bowl. The team around him is not good enough to help, like, also get there with them. Type of thing.
I mean, the offense is young. The the running backs, like R.J. Harvey is a rookie and he's their RB1. Troy Franklin is in year 2 of being a wide receiver.
And Nix has absolutely zero postseason experience.
This is true.
Zero.
This is true. So the question then becomes, because we've kind of agreed that the Broncos getting there is kind of unrealistic. So the question comes down to, is Bo Nix like that guy? And I think Bo Nix is very good. I think he's shown a lot of promise, but I wouldn't say he's a good enough quarterback to lead them to the Super Bowl.
I guess it comes down to your definition of lead them. Is lead them like he's going to put them on his back and be like, I'll do it myself? Or is lead them like, I'm the team leader, we're going to do this as a team?
I mean, I think like when you look at like what you call a game managing quarterback, which is just kind of like the best example of that's like a Brock Purdy.
Yeah, gets the job done.
Gets the job done, not anything crazy, and he has a great supporting cast, or he's had a great supporting cast. That's a game managing quarterback, and that's kind of leading it by committee, you would say. I don't think Bo Nix is good enough right now to have like fine, I'll do it myself moment.
It's a fair take.
So
we're putting James as
a hot. Sorry, Berm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. Next one.
Now we're moving sports.
Are we? Have we gone through all the NFL? Yeah, we have.
Unless you have your own hot take.
I don't have my own hot take as of right now. I can think through this. But first, let's go to Javi Perez, who, good friend of ours and a huge
roommate of mine.
And roommate of Carson's, and a huge Atletico de Madrid fan. And he says Arsenal and Atletico are the best teams that play the best. Facts in all caps. And I'm going to go. Do we have a sound that we want to play? Cook us something real quick. While Carson gets that ready, I'm going to go with hot take. Incredibly hot take. Javi, no sé qué te pasó, pero eso no lo es. Jamás lo será. Atletico just by themselves. I'll ignore the Arsenal part for a second. Wait for it. Ooh.
Oh, that was... Yeah, no.
No, nothing.
Not the right sound I was looking for.
It's all right. But getting right back to it, Atletico are the perennial third-place finishers of La Liga. As we all know, in Simeone's system, it's very defensive-minded. It's put 11 behind the ball. And... yeah, for that. Put 11 behind the ball, play on the counterattack. They have great players, but I don't think they come anywhere near playing the best footy in the world. I think you have teams like PSG right now. You have teams like Bayern Munich who like went their first 16 games without even tying or losing, just 16 straight wins. And then you have teams like Manchester City. You have teams like Liverpool, which are now on the far exterior of that conversation given recent events. But just in Spain alone, Barcelona play better. Real Madrid play better. So I think, yeah, Atleti's in like the next tier. If you have like an elite tier and then you have like a high tier, good tier, Atleti's there.
There's S tier, A tier type of thing. They're an A tier.
Exactly.
I have one comment to debunk this whole thing. Atleti is not the best team in La Liga, statistically or playing-wise. Arsenal, not the best team in the Premier League.
Yeah. And
very simple. Mm-hmm. You can't be the best teams in the world if you're not the best team in your own dang league.
Yeah. And are Arsenal first right now? I think they might be.
But they'll find a way to, like, the thing about Arsenal is they will bottle it in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. Arsenal,
they are first.
I can agree more with it because, yeah, they are first in the Prem and they are unbeaten in their last 5. But we're talking about Arsenal. So we're talking about Mikel Arteta. We're talking about the exact same thing. They play defensively. They play what some would say haram ball at times. And they play well on the counter. They have players with flair. They have Eberechi Eze, who they signed. They have Gyökeres. They have Saka, Martinelli, Trossard, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I think if you watch an Arsenal game and then you watch a City game or a PSG game, Bayern game, etc., you'll see the differences in how entertaining the product actually is. And I think that's a big part when we talk about who plays the best, who entertains, right? Like who's winning and entertaining. I would say Arsenal is winning, but they're not entertaining to watch. And every time they play a big team, whether it be like Liverpool in the league or if it's somebody in Champions League, they're not necessarily going out there and outdoing the other team. They know how they play. They're very good at it, but they're not the best playing team in the world right now.
Fair.
And I think that's that.
I think that's that.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I've been brewing a hot take in my brain.
Let's hear it.
Back to football, and I hate to jump around, but it's just kind of the day of hot takes. I think the Colts are like, we were glazing them. They're not all that.
I think I agree with you, and I think that Daniel Jones, who's the guy that we also glazed a lot in this podcast, you could see it in the game against the Steelers. Like, he kind of just fell apart. He threw 3 picks.
Yeah.
Going back to those statistics, I mean, I already said it once, but 15 touchdowns and 7 interceptions is not really the ratio that you want to have from your quarterback, who is right now leading a 7-2 team firmly into the playoffs and maybe further. I mean, you look at Matthew Stafford. I mean, this is Matthew Stafford, so he's kind of in a league of his own right now in the NFL, but 25 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Drake May, 19-5. Justin Herbert, 19-8. All of those guys, Patrick Mahomes, even Dak Prescott, even Sam Darnold, like the list goes on, Jared Goff, are performing better than Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has a nice little ace up his sleeve named Jonathan Taylor, who can get him out of a bind. But I don't think the Colts are there.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not that hot of a take.
It's not that hot. But I'll drop my own, and this is, of course, Panthers related.
Oh, gosh. Here we go.
I've grown so frustrated. And I want to ask you guys, is it time for the Panthers in this upcoming offseason to move on from Bryce Young? Carson?
Yes. I
Expand.
think yes, but I think that the Panthers need a full revamp of like a lot of different things. And Bryce Young can be part of that. However, Bryce Young, for me, is going to be one of those quarterbacks that for as long as he stays on the Panthers, they're going to keep staying a 500 team. Then he's going to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then he's going to cook.
Yeah.
Like, he's just that guy. Like, I just get that vibe from him, right?
Yeah.
But they have to, in my opinion, the Panthers have 2 options. And maybe you can go with like a little bit of both of the same option. Do you go in and draft a new guy? Or do you go into free agency and get like a Aaron Rodgers type of player, like an end of their career guy, bring him in, and then see what they can do after having a, very good career? Now, you could also do both at the same time. You could draft your new guy and then
Let him sit
underneath a guy like, hear me out, 2 or 3 years from now, put him behind a Matthew Stafford or a Jared Goff.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of guys that are like nearing the end of their career. And Matthew Stafford is nearing it. He's not at the end, but he's nearing it.
Yeah. And I mean, you go into it.
Tom Brady said he has 7 more years left. So
Yeah. There's guys going into free agency next year like Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Sam
don't bring in
Darnold.
Russell Wilson.
Don't bring in Russell Wilson.
Anyone else?
But there's names out there. None of them are big names. Jameis Winston, Gardner Minshew, Mac Jones. Obviously, we've already tried the Sam Darnold experiment once, and that was really a fail on the Panthers coaching staff. Because how do you have Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold on the same roster at the same time?
And now
just
both of them.
And now both of them are cooking. Like, that's just a systematic failure.
Maybe the Panthers should just move to like the UFL and just become a farm team of the rest of the NFL.
Maybe. I mean, they got my hopes up this year, and we're still 5-5, and there's a lot of football left to play, so I'm not too worried about it. But what I am worried about is in the last 2 games, Bryce Young has barely thrown for over 100 passing yards. Like, we've been through it all as Panther fans. We've been at the point where it was It's not Bryce Young. It's the O-line. Okay, so what do? We go out and we spend the most in free agency on the O-line, get it buffed up. Now it's really good. Panthers don't have any weapons. Okay, so we draft Tet McMillan in the first 10 of last year's draft, and before that, we drafted Xavier Legette in the first round. At some point, it has to just be focused on the quarterback. We're going out there. We're getting the weapons we need. The defense was bad. They're actually, I would say, a top 10 to 15 defense in the NFL right now, as opposed to last year when they were literally dead last.
Yeah.
So at some point, you just have to bite the bullet and be like, all right, who's the guy on this team that is actually letting us down? I think it's Bryce Young.
Fair enough. There you go.
And so I'm going to go with a not hot take on my own take.
Yeah, it's just a good take.
It's just a good take, guys. And we'd love to hear your thoughts. We'll definitely run back this section another time.
Yeah.
So follow us, like Carson said, on Flags and Whistles at Instagram, and we'll send out those polls. We're always thrilled to hear from you guys.
Maybe like right before the playoffs, we do a hot take.
I'm very down for that.
I think that would be like a good time to do it again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other interesting things to note. Giants.
Brian Dable, yeah.
Yeah, he's out. He's gone.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Right move.
Right move?
Right move.
Why do you say that?
Look at how the Giants lose games.
Fair enough.
They lose in the most stupid ways. Literally, I call our friend Joe Schlegs almost every single time the Giants lose a dumb game.
Yeah.
And I just say, hey, I'm giving you my condolences. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And that happened again the other day. And it was icing on the cake because that's like the 5th time they've lost on a stupid fourth quarter moment.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a 100% coaching issue.
I think so too.
It's happened on the offensive end and it's happened on the defensive end.
Yeah.
I think it's a good move from the Giants. Granted, I don't know what the hell they're going to do to fix their problems because finding a coach in free agency, I feel like finding coaches in general in the NFL is like kind of just like a dice roll.
It is a dice roll every time.
Like, unless you're getting like some guy like a Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
But even then, it's a dice roll.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll, fair enough. He submitted himself as a good coach in the league. Then he moves to Raiders. He's terrible.
Yeah.
But like still, he's like one of those guys that I feel like most coaches, you're in the league, you stay with your team, and you're with that team until you get fired or retire.
Yeah.
And after that, you're done.
It's so hard to like be an NFL head coach and always be an NFL head coach.
Yeah.
Like you see it with a lot of guys like, I mean, in the Panthers, like Matt Rule, when they brought him in, complete disaster, and now he's coaching Nebraska, Indiana.
Well, that's true too.
Like these guys, like they go back down into college football to get like the pedigree to jump back up.
I was going to say they go from, because I agree with you in a way. I was going to say they go from like defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator to head coach, and then they go back
And
to
then back
defensive
down.
offense.
Yeah.
Like Matt Nagy
Mm-hmm.
from the Chiefs went to his son. Did I ever tell you this?
No.
I went to high school with his son.
Really?
He now plays at Kansas.
Oh, sweet.
I'll tell you another story about him later. But I remember when his son was like in middle school with us, he was getting glazed because Matt Nagy was our offensive coordinator. Then he went to Chicago, so he left for like whatever 3 years or whatever, however long Matt Nagy was there. And I remember seeing TikToks because now it's his freshman and sophomore year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, and there was an older one too that was, I didn't really know him, but he played his senior year at our high school. And he was playing high school football, and the like opposing student section is chanting like, fire Nagy, fire Nagy. So literally that's a prime example of like, you're just not a head coach and you get sent back down, and he comes right back to the Chiefs.
Yeah. And then same thing with Mike McDaniels with the Patriots. He went out and got head coaching experience with the Raiders, didn't work out, and now he's back being a really good offensive coordinator at the Patriots. But it just kind of shows that once you kind of reach that peak of being an NFL head coach, it's damn hard to keep it.
Yeah. Matt Patricia.
Another one. Yeah.
It's always the Patriots
Yeah.
coaching staff.
It always is.
But
Frank Reich, also Panthers, now unemployed. Like
yeah,
it's a carousel of moving parts to be an NFL coach, head coach, or otherwise.
Whereas when you look at like the Premier League, for example, or just European soccer probably is the best way to put it. Those guys, like, they'll get sacked. Now, first of all, you get sacked way faster in European soccer than you do in NFL.
You get like a centimeter of room to make errors.
Yeah. And if you mess up, you're done.
Yeah.
But you see those guys, they'll go from team to team to
Yeah.
team to team to team and keep having top flight jobs.
Yeah. You look at the Prem like this year, and it's always like the same 5 or 6 guys that are getting sacked, and then they'll find another team.
Yeah.
Like Nuno Espirito Santo gets sacked by Spurs a couple years ago, goes to Nottingham Forest, does very well, gets sacked again, and now he's at West Ham. Like, that's 3 Prem teams in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, when you're a head coach in European soccer, but especially in the Premier League, you don't ever really get demoted to being like an assistant or really picking up like any other kind of position.
And I feel like always, though, too, they'll go to like a lesser team, and then they'll bring that team up.
Mm-hmm.
So then they'll go back up to the top, then they'll bring it down, and it's just like a constant like up and down battle with those guys. But
yeah, but
nice little added conversation.
A little added conversation for you guys, a little unplanned talk. But I think that does it here.
Bang.
Boom. So thank you for watching on this fine Wednesday. Apologies we weren't with you last night, but this will be out just in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And so thank you for joining us on the Flags and Whistles podcast. I'm Elias Aleman.
And I'm Carson Flake.
And have a great night and enjoy. And listen to this song for a second because it's pretty damn good.
Bro's glazing.
Come on, guys. Like, if you like the song, don't ask who made it and just enjoy the song.
Maybe just look in the description. Are we really going to sit here and listen to this for the end of the podcast?
No, let's cut it.